Two founding members of the Football League meeting at the University of Bolton Stadium this afternoon on RamsTV. The Rams lead the all-time head-to-head. Bolton, though, won the last meeting here, that back in 2018. Referee Samuel Barrett blows his whistle, and it's the home side who get us underway. Smith. Great ball for Side with the header, and he thinks he should have done more. I think he might be right.
Yeah, he should have done more. It's a wonderful driven ball from Smith over the top of the Bolton defence, and he couldn't get the power he wanted to get it back across goal. I think he was trying to set up. Might have been Erin Cashin. Maybe should have just gone for goal himself. Didn't realise how much time and how much space he had.
Charles gets there ahead of Forsyth. Cashin puts it behind.
That's good work from Charles. 1v1 against Forsyth. Takes it back onto his right. Erin Cashin just in the right position. And frantic first few minutes.
First corner. Driven low. That hit George Johnston, the Bolton defender. Might have been headed goalwards.
Well, it was a brilliantly worked corner. Really was. Everyone on top of the goalkeeper disguised it. Watch the blocks on the Derby players. They can't come out. As it falls to the Bolton player, it's Johnson, like you just mentioned there. It hits.
And if it didn't hit him, it would have hit Bird just behind. Ball dropped by the goalkeeper, hit by Knight. Big appeals for handball from the Derby players. I think they'll have to settle for a corner. Craig Forsyth continuing to lead the protest, Sean.
Yeah, well, the goalkeeper just about gets away with this. It was a poor ball in, far too close to the goalkeeper. It did hit his arms by the look of it.
Lion taking on Smith, losing out to Bird, and this is Mendez-Lang for Derby. Parahan. Sibley will get to that. Wide to Barkhazen. He was taken out by the defender, but he won the ball first.
I'm not sure he did. Yeah, big touch from...
I think you're right.
Yeah. It's the way the ball went. Look at where the ball's going. It's a little touch. It's a foul.
Now Lee. The line is drifted out to the left. He's found Bradley. Cannot find the target.
Clever movement. Bolton in that final third. There's always an option. See Lee here. He runs beyond, and Bradley keeps his position in the centre of the pitch as everyone else drops. Creates half a yard for himself. Really should do better. Erin Cashin does everything right. Goes out quickly and tries to block that space.
Sibley driving into the area. It's that pressure from Bradley, enough to put him off. It's a poor clearance though. This is Mendez-Lang, and this is Sibley. He's onside again. Sibley's cross. Well, that almost snuck in.
It's a great ball in. Aimson just gets the tiniest touches. I don't feel that they're comfortable in these wide areas when the ball comes into the box. 3 or 4 times the defenders have slashed at it. The do here skips off his foot, and unfortunately just bounces on top of the crossbar instead of hitting the back of the net. Could have gone anywhere. The last 3 or 4 minutes have been excellent from Derby, finishing the half well.
Down. Plenty forward. It's toward Bradley at the back post. Parahan back to defend. Parahan with another touch, Cashin able to clear. Toll. Terrific cross. at the line, couldn't quite reach it.
Two or three moments where we've had to dig in deep there. Harahan helping out in the first place. Erin Cashin clears his lines. And this point, this is Fozzie being in the right position. There's two players, two strikers that he had to be conscious about. Lee drifts inside, Cashin stays with him. And then Fozzie goes 50-50 between the two centre forwards and finds the right position to clear the danger.
Only Bolton's second corner. And the header is off target from Aimson.
That's a really, really good chance from the centre half. Nobody's marking. Completely free header. I think it was Smith that was supposed to pick him up. Doesn't get off the ground, does he? He doesn't meet it properly. Never gets his body in the right position and right shape to direct it towards goal. And he knows himself that was a great chance.
Derby attacking the end that houses their own fans in the second half. Harahan delivers. Oh, lovely ball in. Back across from Knight. Wide from Berg, who was stretching. In fact, it's not Berg, it's Collins who's still down.
What a wonderful ball in that was. It was a beautiful free kick. And I think Knight should be receiving this at the far post. He ends up letting it bounce. Clever ball back to Collins. First touch just goes back away from goal. And at that point, really difficult to get anything on it.
Here is Lee. And here's Bradley. And now Charles. It's their best chance.
And the last 5 minutes has been their best moment in the game because they've had complete control. They're getting the ball in and around the box. Great little ball from Lee. I said there's overload just a moment ago. You can see how many players are lining up now in the box. Great little flick here into Bradley. He has a good touch. Sets it up for Charles, and you'd expect him to hit the back of the net. Minimum, you've got to work the goalkeeper. He doesn't, and scuffs it wide. A glorious opportunity for Bolton.
Harahan will take this free kick. Good delivery, and a good chance. It was James Collins who had it.
It was a great delivery, curling away from the keeper. He comes, goes back, and Collins really should do better. Let's see it again here. He slips, doesn't he? But even though he slipped, if he can just get over the ball.
Carl Dempsey is not long back from injury. Missed the last 4 games. Strong challenge from Cashin, no foul. Oh, that's wonderful from Collins. And here's Dobbin. He's still got a lot to do. Oh, interesting from the goalkeeper. Derby not letting up the pressure. It's come for Harahan. Collins with the header. Side netting.
There's a few chances coming in the second half now. Dobbin driving forward, does everything right to press the goalkeeper. Plays a short pass, and at that point, Bolton in trouble. Great ball in from Harahan. You can see what Collins is trying to do. Really difficult technique to flick it back across. He's never beaten the goalkeeper. Trafford have it covered.
Only the 6th corner of the game, 4th for Derby. It's in by Harahan. And it's over the top from Jason Knight. What a good chance that was for Derby.
It was a great chance, great ball. Jason Knight gets half a yard. And he just can't get over it, can he? He is getting pulled a little bit by MJ Williams. We'll see it back again here. That little bit of pressure means he can't get off the ground and direct it down.
Well, Cashin's clearance wasn't quite what he intended. Bombasson held up by Sibley. We've played the 4 minutes. We will play on. There'll be time for one more chance. Bradley. Dempsey. Saved by Wildsmith right at the death. That would have been a knockout blow. And that is the final act of the game. It's a hard-fought but well-earned point for Derby that is preserved by Wildsmith right at the death. Bolton were that close to snatching it. Instead, both sides will settle for the draw. It's finished. Bolton 0, Derby 0 in the rain at the University of Bolton Stadium.